today we are dealing with the encampment at Sinai. Last time we dealt with the Exodus, and so what's really cool about the process of this first year of the Exodus is that we're given dates and such that we can get a sense of when things are taking place. So obviously the Exodus was in April. That's when Passover is. And then we see that they arrive in Elim sometime in May. And now the encampment at Sinai was in the month of June. Early June, probably, something like that. This is not a Bible study. Episode 6, The Encampment at Sinai. In the 3rd month of the departure of Israel out of the land of Egypt, on this day they came into the wilderness of Sinai. For departing out of Rephidim and coming to the desert of Sinai, they camped in the same place, and there Israel pitched their tents over against the mountain. And he said to him, "Go to the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and let them wash their garments. And let them be ready against the 3rd day. For on the 3rd day the Lord will come down in the sight of all the people upon Mount Sinai. And you shall appoint certain limits to the people round about, and you shall say to them, Take heed you go not up into the mount, and that you touch not the borders of it. Every one that touches the mount, dying, he shall die. No hand shall touch him, but he shall be stoned to death, or shall be shot through with arrows. Whether it be beast or man, he shall not live. When the trumpet shall begin to sound, then let them go up to the mount." And Moses came down from the mount to the people and sanctified them. And when they had washed their garments, he said to them, Be ready against the 3rd day, and come not near your wives. Now the 3rd day was come, and the morning appeared. And behold, thunders began to be heard, and lightning to flash, and a very thick cloud to cover the mount. And the noise of the trumpet sounded exceeding loud, and the people that was in the camp feared. And when Moses had brought them forth to meet God from the place of the camp, they stood at the bottom of the mount. And all Mount Sinai was on a smoke, because the Lord was come down upon it in fire, and the smoke arose from it as out of a furnace, and all the mount was terrible. And the sound of the trumpet grew by degrees louder and louder, and was drawn out to a greater length. Moses spoke, and God answered him. And the Lord spoke all these words. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. You shall not have strange gods before me. You shall not make to yourself a graven thing, nor the likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or in the earth beneath, nor of those things that are in the waters under the earth. You shall not adore them, nor serve them. I am the Lord your God, mighty, jealous, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and unto the 3rd and 4th generation of those that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands to them that love me and keep my commandments. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that shall take the name of the Lord his God in vain. Remember that you keep holy the Sabbath day. 6 days shall you labor, and shall do all your works. But on the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord your God. You shall do no work on it. You, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your maidservant, nor your beast, nor the stranger that is within your gates. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and the sea and all things that are in them, and rested on the 7th day. Therefore the Lord blessed the 7th day and sanctified it. Honor your father and your mother, that you may be long lived upon the land which the Lord your God will give you. You shall not kill. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. Neither shall you desire his wife, nor his servant, nor his handmaid, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is his." And all the people saw the voices, and the flames, and the sound of the trumpet, and the mount smoking, and being terrified and struck with fear, they stood far off, saying to Moses, "You speak to us, and we will hear. Do not let the Lord speak to us, lest we die." And Moses said to the people, "Fear not, for God is come to prove you, and that the dread of him might be in you, and you should not sin." And the people stood far off. But Moses went to the dark cloud wherein God was. And the Lord said to Moses, "Thus shall you say to the children of Israel, You have seen that I have spoken to you from heaven. You shall not make gods of silver, nor shall you make to yourselves gods of gold. You shall make an altar of earth to me, and you shall offer upon it your holocaust and peace offerings, your sheep and oxen, in every place where the memory of my name shall be. I will come to you and will bless you. Behold, I will send my angel, who shall go before you and keep you in your journey, and bring you into the place that I have prepared. Take notice of him and hear his voice, and do not think him one to be contemned. For he will not forgive when you have sinned, and my name is in him. But if you will hear his voice and do all that I speak, I will be an enemy to your enemies, and will afflict them that afflict you. And my angel shall go before you, and shall bring you in unto the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Canaanite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, whom I will destroy." So Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments. And all the people answered with one voice, "We will do all the words of the Lord which he has spoken." And Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rising in the morning, he built an altar at the foot of the mount, and 12 titles according to the 12 tribes of Israel. And he sent young men of the children of Israel, and they offered holocausts, and sacrificed peace victims of calves to the Lord. Then Moses took half of the blood, and put it into bowls, and the rest he poured upon the altar. And taking the book of the covenant, he read it in the hearing of the people, and they said, "All things that the Lord has spoken we will do. We will be obedient." And he took the blood and sprinkled it upon the people, and said, "This is the blood of the covenant, which the Lord has made with you concerning all these words." And the Lord said to Moses, "Come up to me in the mount, and be there, and I will give you tables of stone, and the law and the commandments which I have written, that you may teach them." Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua. And Moses, going up into the mount of God, said to the ancients, "Wait here till we return to you. You have Aaron and Hur with you. If any question shall arise, you shall refer it to them." And when Moses was gone up, cloud covered the mount, and the glory of the Lord dwelt upon Sinai, covering it with a cloud 6 days. And the 7th day he called him out of the midst of the cloud. And the sight of the glory of the Lord was like a burning fire upon the top of the mount in the eyes of the children of Israel. And Moses, entering into the midst of the cloud, went up into the mountain, and he was there 40 days and 40 nights. This brings us to late July. And the people, seeing that Moses delayed to come down from the mount, gathering together against Aaron, said, "Arise, make us gods that may go before us. For as to this Moses, the man that brought us out of the land of Egypt, we do not know what has befallen him." And Aaron said to them, "Take the golden earrings from the ears of your wives and your sons and daughters and bring them to me." And the people did what he had commanded, bringing the earrings to Aaron. And when he had received them, he fashioned them by founder's work and made of them a molten calf. And they said, "These are your gods, O Israel, that have brought you out of the land of Egypt." And when Aaron saw this, he built an altar before it and made proclamation by a crier's voice, saying, "Tomorrow is the solemnity of the Lord." And rising in the morning, they offered holocausts and peace victims, and the people sat down to eat and drink, and they rose up to play. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Go, get down. Your people, which you have brought out of the land of Egypt, has sinned. They have quickly strayed from the way which you showed them, and they have made to themselves a molten calf and have adored it, and sacrificing victims to it have said, 'These are your gods, O Israel, that have brought you out of the land of Egypt.'" And again the Lord said to Moses, "See that this people is stiff-necked. Let me alone that my wrath may be kindled against them, and that I may destroy them, and I will make of you a great nation." But Moses besought the Lord his God, saying, "Why, O Lord, is your indignation enkindled against your people, whom you have brought out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand? Do not let the Egyptians say, I beseech you, 'He craftily brought them out, that he might kill them in the mountains and destroy them from the earth.' Let your anger cease, and be appeased upon the wickedness of your people. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, your servants, to whom you swore by your own self, saying, 'I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven, and this whole land that I have spoken of I will give to your seed, and you shall possess it forever.' And the Lord was appeased from doing the evil which he had spoken against his people. And Moses returned from the mount, carrying the 2 tables of the testimony in his hand, written on both sides, and made by the work of God. The writing also of God was graven in the tables. And Joshua, hearing the noise of the people shouting, said to Moses, "The noise of battle is heard in the camp." But he answered, "It is not the cry of men encouraging to fight, nor the shout of men compelling to flee, but I hear the voice of singers." And when he came near to the camp, he saw the calf and the dances. And being very angry, he threw the tables out of his hand and broke them at the foot of the mount. And laying hold of the calf which they had made, he burnt it and beat it to powder, which he strew in the water and gave to the children of Israel to drink. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had stripped them by occasion of the shame of the filth, and had set them naked among their enemies, then standing in the gate of the camp, he said, "If any man be on the Lord's side, let him join with me." And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together to him, and he said to them, "Thus says the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword upon his thigh, go and return from gate to gate through the midst of the camp, and let every man kill his brother and friend and neighbor." And the sons of Levi did according to the words of Moses, and there were slain that day about 23,000 men. And Moses said, "You have consecrated your hands this day to the Lord, every man in his son and in his brother, that a blessing may be upon you." Moses said to the Lord, "Show me your glory." He answered, "I will show you all good, and I will proclaim in the name of the Lord before you. And I will have mercy on whom I will, and I will be merciful to whom it shall please me." And again he said, "You cannot see my face, for man shall not see me and live." And again he said, Behold, there is a place with me, and you shall stand upon the rock. And when my glory shall pass, I will set you in a hole of the rock, and protect you with my right hand until I pass. And I will take away my hand, and you shall see my back parts, but my face you cannot see. And when the Lord was come down in a cloud, Moses stood with him, calling upon the name of the Lord. And when he passed before him, he said, Lord, Lord God, merciful and gracious, patient and of much compassion, and true, who keep mercy unto thousands, who take away iniquity and wickedness and sin, and no man of himself is innocent before you, who render the iniquity of the fathers to the children and to the grandchildren unto the third and fourth generation. And Moses, making haste, bowed down prostrate to the earth, and adoring, said, If I have found grace in your sight, Lord, I beseech you that you will go with us, for it is a stiff-necked people, and take away our iniquities and sin, and possess us. And the Lord said to Moses, Write these words by which I have made a covenant both with you and with Israel. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate bread nor drank water, and he wrote upon the tables the 10 words of the covenant. This brings us to September. And when Moses came down from the Mount Sinai, he held the 2 tables of the testimony, and he did not know that his face was horned from the conversation of the Lord. And Aaron and the children of Israel, seeing the face of Moses horned, were afraid to come near. And being called by him, they returned, both Aaron and the rulers of the congregation. And after that he spoke to them. And all the children of Israel came to him, and he gave them in commandment all that he had heard of the Lord in Mount Sinai. And having done speaking, he put a veil upon his face. But when he went in to the Lord and spoke with him, he took it away until he came out, and then he spoke to the children of Israel all things that had been commanded him. And they saw that the face of Moses, when he came out, was horned, but he covered his face again, if at any time he spoke to them. And Moses said to the children of Israel, Behold, the Lord has called by name Bezaleel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and has filled him with the Spirit of God, with wisdom and understanding and knowledge and all learning, to devise and to work in gold and silver and brass, and in engraving stones and in carpenter's work. Whatsoever can be devised artificially, he has given in his heart. Oholiab also the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, both of them has he instructed with wisdom to do carpenter's work and tapestry and embroidery in blue and purple and scarlet twice dyed and fine linen, and to weave all things and to invent all new things. Then in the month of April, and Moses reared it up, and placed the boards and the sockets and the bars, and set up the pillars, and spread the roof over the tabernacle, putting over it a cover, as the Lord had commanded. And he put the testimony in the ark, thrusting bars underneath, and the oracle above. And when he had brought the ark into the tabernacle, he drew the veil before it to fulfill the commandment of the Lord. And he set the table in the tabernacle, the testimony, at the north side, outside the veil, setting there in order the loaves of proposition, as the Lord had commanded Moses. He set the candlestick also in the tabernacle of the testimony over against the table on the south side, placing the lamps in order according to the precept of the Lord. He also set the altar of gold under the roof of the testimony over against the veil, and he burnt upon it the incense of spices, as the Lord had commanded Moses. And he also put the hanging in the entry of the tabernacle of the testimony, and the altar of holocaust in the entry of the testimony offering the holocaust and the sacrifices upon it as the Lord had commanded. And he set the laver between the tabernacle of the testimony and the altar, filling it with water. And Moses and Aaron and his sons washed their hands and feet when they went into the tabernacle of the covenant, and went to the altar as the Lord had commanded Moses. He also set up the court round about the tabernacle and the altar, drawing the hanging in the entry thereof. After all things were perfected, the cloud covered the tabernacle of the testimony, and the glory of the Lord filled it. Neither could Moses go into the tabernacle of the covenant, the cloud covering all things, and the majesty of the Lord shining, for the cloud had covered all. If at any time the cloud removed from the tabernacle, the children of Israel went forward by their troops. If it hung over, they remained in the same place. For the cloud of the Lord hung over the tabernacle by day, and a fire by night, in the sight of all the children of Israel throughout all their homes. Next time we will hear the law of the priest. A lot was skipped over in this section about the specific instructions about how to build the tabernacle. The final description of how things were put together gives a general enough view. God bless you.